Hey gamers, DaPhat here with this week's episode of 15 Minutes of Play. This week I had the opportunity to play the game Smite, which is published by Hi-Rez Studios. It's currently in beta, and if you need a beta key or you want to get in and try the game, send me a personal message with your email address and I will happily get you a beta key. It seems like I have an opportunity here to send beta keys to pretty much whoever I want. I've already gotten a chunk of my friends in, and we've really been enjoying the game for the entire week. Actually, I will also tell you that the game is more enjoyable as a group. Going in by yourself within another group, the organization's not really there. People are still new to the game. But with the group of 5 or 4 friends that I have at any point in time in the game, you can synergize very well with all of the gods and make your team very deadly against another team. You will also find that when you go up against another group of players, the matches are very, very good. If you are in a what I like to call a pickup group or a random group and you're going up against an organized group, they are going to destroy you. It's going to happen. They're going to time all their ultimates properly. They're going to have all their characters built properly for damage mitigation and healing, and it's going to be a pretty rough match. So I'm going to jump right in and get started with the game. You do have to queue up in the game, so basically there is no lobby system currently. I don't know if they're going to add one. That's going to be one of the questions I ask them in one of the emails I send out to them. But you have a couple different styles of games. You have the arena mode, which is basically a 5 versus 5 arena. There's no lanes in the game. There's no it's basically each team has a set number of points, and the goal is to get the other team to 0 before you. It does have creeps. It does have a little bit of jungling on each side that you can do to gain buffs for yourself, but primarily it's just a 5v5 arena. It's set in a giant arena with a crowd screaming when you kill people and die, and it's a lot of fun. Conquest is the normal MOBA style, 3 lanes, capture tiles, capture towers and get to the other team's base and destroy their primary target, which in this game is a giant minotaur. Anybody that's played League of Legends, Dota, Heroes of New Earth will understand the Conquest map. It's basically a MOBA, but in third-person view, and it is a heck of a lot of fun. Again, you have 5v5 Conquest, which is more of an organized match of you against 5 other people. Joust is kind of a way for you and your friend to kind of test some things out. It's a 1v1. And then obviously there's the practice, which lets you get in there and kind of play with the gods. Just like any MOBA, I'm going to queue up while I'm talking here because it's going to take me a while to get in. Just like any MOBA, you do have different paths you can go on. You get 4 abilities per character and 1 passive, and then you can buy gear and consumables back at base as you level up. You have to kill creeps just like you have to in any MOBA to gain coin in order to actually gear your character up and gain levels. Every time you level, you get to add a point into a skill. I'm going to be putting some actual god guides out as I get more proficient in the guide, so please subscribe to my channel, subscribe to YouTube, Twitter, check the website, sign up for an account there, sign up for the newsletter, because as I continue to play this game and get more proficient in it, I'm going to continue to put out more content. I also have a lot of RGP episodes, random gameplay episodes of me and my friends playing this game, that if you want to check out, it is on the YouTube, and there is a section on the website for that. I'm going to pause the video now while I wait for the queue to pop. Alright, we got a pop. So basically, like any multiplayer online battle arena game, you have 5 gods that you're going to pick from. And it's going to be really important that you synergize your team well. Normally you want to have like a tank, a support, and some range and melee DPS. So this guy's going to be playing Ra. I'm going to go with some melee. I believe Kang is basically a ranged mage. Yeah, so this is basically a melee fighter. Who do we have tank? Odin. So he's going to play Odin. He's basically a melee tank. So your team should be well-rounded, and as your players are basically picking who they're going to play, you may want to talk and make sure that they're going to be playing the right group. We do not have a tank. Looks like we're going all deeps. And the team seems to be a little concerned that we don't have a tank also, so I'm not the only one. Now, we are going to be... I'm not going to be heavily playing the game because there's a couple things I want to explain during this 15 mop episode. That way those coming in actually play the game have a good understanding of what they should do. So basically, when you start the game off, you're going to have 4 key abilities. They're going to be mapped to 1, 2, 3, and 4. So yeah, they have a tank. Ymir is basically a tank, and so is Odin. So this is going to be an interesting fight. They have a lot of mitigated damage, but they have no heals that I see. So back to what I was discussing. 1 through 4 are your main abilities. Usually 4 is your finisher, or what they consider your ultimate. Just like every MOBA, you have an item shop, which you can buy items that increase, your damage and your attack speed and your crit hit chance and everything else that goes along with it. Normally I go for a couple different... when I'm playing the monkey, I go a lot of physical damage, crit, attack speed, and health. And under consumables, always pick up a healing pot because it kind of helps you in case you're getting into a lot of situations where you need to get away. The monkey is a melee fighter. In the arena mode of this game, you pretty much are just a 5v5, and you do have minions, which you see that are in the middle of the room. And these minions you kill to get gold and experience and buy more items and gear. So we're going to go in, I'm going to see what we're working with here. Right now I don't have a whole lot to do. I'm going to just try to get a kill in real quick with this guy here without dying. I'm going to try to get away now because I'm about to die. I'm going to hit my pot. And I'm going to go back and heal. I got 56 health. And someone's still hitting me. They're trying to get the kill in on me. My team already is down, but again, I'm going to concentrate on more explaining the game than being really serious into the match, because if I'm too serious in the match, I pretty much am concentrating. I can't really talk about the game too much. So again, you have basically 4 key abilities, and if you make a solid team, you can work together as a group and synergize your abilities very well. Like, one of the tanks have a really interesting pull-in that if you synergize with everybody else, you can basically you can pull the group in and use everybody's ultimates at the same time and pretty much demolish the group. I'm about to get killed. That was a dumb move on my end. I'm going to try to run away here. I didn't make it. So, with the item shop, basically, depending on what type of god you're playing, you're going to synergize accordingly. So, my guy is a melee fighter, so I'm going to, again, go with a lot of attack speed, a lot of, lifesteal and health, and then I'm going to go with a lot of, physical crit, because that synergizes very well with this particular character. I'm there to do damage and get out. I don't hang in too long. If you're playing a tank, you're going to have high health and reduction of magical and physical damage, and basically your goal of the fight is to basically irritate everybody and pull them together, and keep them busy while the rest of your team comes in and kills them. The ultimates are on roughly a 4-minute cooldown. I think some of the characters have a different cooldown. Hebo got away from me there. Yeah, he was dumb. He turned around and came back into the party, which really wasn't intelligent. To explain the battle arena portion, which is a little different than the standard MOBA arenas where you have 3 lanes and you're going for towers and the other party's base, you basically have to keep the minions from the other team getting over to your base. And when their minions... I'm about to die. So when their minions make it to your base, they go into that portal and you lose a point per minion. So you still have to keep an eye on the minions and kill them before they get through to your base. In the battle arena portion, as you can see off to the right hand side of my screen, there is points. And the match starts out at 500 points. The first group to get to 0 loses. And you gain points by killing their minions and killing their players. I'm gonna get a couple other abilities here. I'm not going to go into too much detail about the actual gods and their abilities, because I'm going to most likely be doing a video series on how to play each god and what they do. I'm being cautious right now in that because the game still is in beta, and I don't want to spend a lot of time updating videos and other items when this could all potentially just change. I just blew all of my cooldowns. I'm about to die again. I got caught in the back. You know, you definitely don't want to overextend in this game. You want to go in with your team. When you go in by yourself, like I just did there, you're going to get destroyed. Now, I think, in my opinion, this game is very well made. The developer did a great job of keeping up with the traditional style of MOBAs. The third-person view of the game, I feel, actually adds a new element. The overhead view, you can kind of see everything that's going on. In the third-person view, you actually have to look around behind you and be aware of your environment. If you aren't, you are going to get destroyed. You can get, you know, people can sneak up on you, basically, and that's never good. So I'm going to back off a bit here because my team is doing the same thing. I'm going to do a quick attack. I'm going to run away. I'm going to give myself 2 more points in the 2 abilities I use the most. Head back to the town. I got a pretty good amount of gold here. I'm going to pick myself up some new items. I'm going to probably go for attack speed, steal, and health. I'm going to go with that one. Ability quads are reduced by 20%. I'm going to go with that one. The one thing this game does do is for new players, you don't have to really learn what to get right away. They actually have an option you can turn on that will allow you to basically, what they call it is, it automatically will assign your points and your gear for you, so you don't have to learn all of it right away. You can just get in and play, which I think is very helpful for people that are new to the MOBA genre and don't understand how the games are played. This match is probably going to take another 10 minutes-ish, so I'm definitely going to run along on this video, but I feel it's worth it for you to get a really good feel of what the game is like. Now, I've also done a few RGP videos on this where me and my friends have been playing together, and we've been having a blast. You know, like I said, if you have good synergy and a group of people that are really good at playing these games together, you can really kick some serious tail. But you got, like I said, you gotta have, you gotta plan your party out right. You gotta make sure that the items you're buying complement the other people and what they have. I'm gonna back away. I'm gonna go heal real quick. My number 1, which is my quick getaway, is on cooldown. And when he comes up here, there we go. All right, I'll get away now. I'm gonna go heal up before I die and buy a couple more items. I mean, we're losing pretty badly, but that's kind of what happens in a pug, and I'm not really concentrating heavily too much on the match. Just because of the fact I'm trying to talk in the video while I'm doing it. Overall, I feel the game has a lot of replay value. I would suggest giving it a try. Like I said at the beginning, if you haven't seen beta yet and you want a chance to get in, you know, send me an email via PM on our forums or in the YouTube system, and I will definitely just need your email address in it. I will not use it for anything other than to send you a beta key. And, you know, I'll go back and say again, I plan on doing multiple RGP videos on this game. It's a hell of a lot of fun. I'm having a heck of a good time playing it with my friends, and as it gets closer to the release day, I will most likely be putting out some god instructional videos, just kind of going over, you know, the gods themselves, what they have. what abilities they have, and a couple builds and who they synergize with. I finished buying a couple more pieces of the gear here. Let's take a look at the other team. So it looks like Callie's going straight damage. Ymer, he's doing a lot of health, heals per second, and protection, so he's going full tank spec. You know, you can really look at the scoreboard here and see who your target should be. So like Hebo should be like one of my main targets. He has very little physical protection and is not spec'd to take my damage. So you can pick your target wisely. And it will definitely help you get a couple wins in. I'm going to overextend here. I'm going to run back. I'm going to catch back up to the rest of my team real quick. So Hebo is like my guy. I want to kill him. As you see, I basically just destroyed him. He's got no physical damage reduction. So my character is all physical damage. So that's what you want to definitely keep an eye out for. Check your leaderboard, see how people are building their characters, and figure out who your target should be. Ymer there is definitely full tank. He's going to reduce all my physical damage. It's kind of a bad idea for me to even attempt to go after him. I'll tick away at him, but he's really there to annoy you and drive you nuts. I'm going to go heal up real quick.
An ally has been slain.
Finish purchasing this level item, and then I'm gonna go for, is it Cosblaze I want? Yeah, that's the one I want to go for next, Quinn's Blade. So I'm completely speccing this guy out in as much damage and lifesteal as possible, with a little bit of crit. You know, my goal again is to definitely please hit me. Oh, he destroyed me. I got hit by both of them, didn't I? I'm gonna run back and heal up real quick. Got a couple kills in. A couple assists at least. Someone got the last hits. We have a chance of winning this if we hold it together. Gonna heal up. Gonna buy my last piece for this item. Currently I have all 5 owned items, so there's not really much I can do besides start buying abilities to help the group, which basically are just, movement and consumables and abilities, but this match is almost over, so...
An ally has been slain.
Someone else took that kill.
An ally has been slain.
I'm overextending. I'm going to get out of here before I get destroyed. Oh no. Go. 1 second, I can jump away. There we go. That was close. We have a chance of winning if we actually hold our shit together and I pay attention. Now what we need to do is have that guy back off because he's overextending. I can go for a Mar here if I get some good jump on him.
An ally has been slain.
He ran away. Again, I'm going back to... I took him out of the group now, so that's one less person that can do damage on our group. Ebu's my bitch if I can get him. I got pushed off. Oh, good play. Good play. Who got me? Mar. I wonder how he's spec, because he damaged the crap out of me. I checked that at the end of the match. That was a good play on his part. So basically, if we can get a couple more kills in here. 40 health. Ah, we lost. That was a very good match towards the end. So, in summary, just to review a few things, like I said, it's a very good MOBA. There's still some balance issues, which I think they're going to work out on throughout the beta. It really, you just got to get in and play the game. After you get in here, you'll start to learn what the gods do, the abilities, how they synergize well together. Again, I keep repeating this. I'm going to be putting out some god videos here, hopefully in the future, which will go over each key ability and what they're good at, and a few item builds that will hopefully get your character well made, and a couple different paths you can take based on team makeup and who to play with. Overall, if I had to give this game a score, I would give it an easy 9 out of 10. The graphics, I give about an 8 out of a 10. They are well done. They're a little blocky, but I know they developed these games to be played on any machine. It is basically a free-to-play cash shop game. It's going to have a rotation of gods, and you can slowly buy gods by earning favor. Right now in beta, they have a package where you get all 30 gods. I believe it's 30. It's 20 or 30 gods for a set price. And I believe they have, I want to say 15 or 25 gods. They have 5 more gods that are going to be released between now and the game's final and released to public. Gameplay value, I'm going to give this game about an 8 out of 10. It's fun. It is repetitive. After a while, it can get boring. I find that it's more enjoyable with a group of friends. We have a good time playing it together. Replay value, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. And the reason I'm doing that is, it's like a lot of MOBAs. You play them casually, you can play them very hardcore, but you can come back and play them. I may play this game for 2 or 3 weeks, have a great time with my friends, put it away, come back in another month or two, jump right back into playing it again. It doesn't really cost you anything unless you decide to buy champions. So the replay value is there. The cost to you is very low. For team play, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. If you synergize your team well, you can destroy people. So this will end this 15 minutes of play episode this week. Next week, I'm not sure what game I'm going to be playing. Keep an eye on the website. I should put it out next weekend. Remember to subscribe to my channel and YouTube. We have Facebook, Twitter set up, ready to go for you guys. If you want to get updates about different videos and guides that we put out, they're available. Go hit the subscribe button. It's down in the description section. And until next week, this is DaPhat. I'll catch you later.